you're gonna give it all up, do it for something. If you're gonna give the game up real quick, make sure you do it for something. If you're going to give it all up, then never thought I'd live to see 25, just to live past it, see my son die at 25. Now Nipsey Hussle's gone, his favorite rapper, less than 1 year, and I've lost 2 kings, monuments to a future so bleak. Do it for something. If you're gonna give the game up real quick, make sure you do it for something. If you're going to give it all up, then everything you kiss, everything you missed, everything you did, everything you climbed for, everything you strive for, everything that you died for, everything that you lied for, everything you cried for, just make sure in the end it's worth dying for. And make sure it's something. Do it for something. If you're gonna give the game up real quick, make sure you do it for something. If you're going to give it all up, then don't give up. Life's too short, short enough. Don't give up, don't give up. Life's too short to cut it short again.
Ooh. I just don't like playing with gang culture, playing with, you know, hip-hop, things that people that change their life, people that come from nothing, you know what I mean, use their method to empower themselves and take care of their family. Right. I get offended when people, you know, like, treat it as a disposable thing or as something that could be controlled, like, build business models around joking, playing with artists and they struggles they go through. Right. You know what I'm saying? I take offense to it.
Salute. I am Jaguar Wright, and welcome to the Jaguar Wright Effect, the Jaguar Wright Show. That first selection that you just heard us play, I dedicated that to my late son, Giovanni Jackie Emmanuel Wright, who passed away September 9th, 2018. I didn't write it until after Nipsey Hussle passed away, which was the 31st of March, 2019. And salute to Nipsey Hussle on the track. Just talking real talk. Well, guys, for those of you who don't know, I am Jaguar Wright. And welcome back again to the weekend wrap up. Here I am, just, here with y'all, ready to kick it. So let's see who's in here. Who is in here? My name is Amazing. Okay. Stopping through. Salute. We have the one and only Keem in the house. Ebony, salute to West Philly. Were you the first? I'm not sure, but if you were, salute to you on that. We got baby girl Tay in the building. Mary A is in the building. We got our girl, Never. She's somebody's angel, though. Oh, Joey Lewis. We start when we start. And I could go through the trouble of creating all kinds of excuses, but the truth is, there were some errands that needed to be ran, and there was traffic. So here we are now. Hopefully, we're worth the wait. Mirna, what's going on? Hey, Miss Fun Rose is in the building. Okay, okay, okay. We have Lionheart. Salute. Mandita. Oh, you got the notification. See, that's the part that matters. That you get that notification. See, that's that thing. That's that part. Woo, because it doesn't matter when we said we're going to start, as long as you have that notification and it's on for all things on this channel, you'll never be late. And neither will we. And Jones is in the building. We got Tangela in the building. Hey, what's going on, Curly? Oh, there go our girl, Cole Lee is in the building. Salute, salute. Joyful's in the building. And by the way, guys, this is me. This is just me. No makeup, no lips. I even got on lip gloss. It's just me. You know, I think it's kind of like awesome when you can be my age and just show up as yourself. I think that's pretty incredible. So every now and then I like to flex. Salute. Thank you for the compliment. Beautiful, healthy, fine. Oh, thank you. It's just me. A little soap and water. Okay. Yeah. What's the last? Good to see you. It's been a minute. Alrighty, alrighty. I think I'm starting to get up. We got Quincy. What's going on? QH. Interesting initials. Oh, we got Judah in the building. All right. I think we're going to wrap up with the shout outs. And for those of you who enjoyed that opening song, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. A lot of people tend to forget I am an artist. I'm also a writer. Yeah, I'm a lot of things. Oh, we got Mel Tucker in the building. It's been a minute. Salute, Mel. Okay, for those who are... Thank you so much, Susan. For those who are saying, oh wow, I just got to this part. Thank you for all of the compliments. I appreciate you. No, but seriously, I'm telling you, there's something about that natural. There's something about that natural. There is. It's a confidence in that. So, all right. I don't know what's going on here. I see that people are coming through asking, saying that they have questions. This would not be the time for questions. If we decide to drop the link, people are more than welcome to come up later.
I think what we got to do when it comes to, you dropping links or us dropping links, we're going to have to go through a little verification process a little bit, because it's cool that everyone is here. We appreciate y'all here. But as you can see on the screen, she's on kick.com. We're going to get over to Kick as well. So if you are a member on Kick, subscribe, or then yeah, you can come up and we'll give you the link. We're gonna work that out. I don't think, because last time it was just, I don't know, like, is we don't have too many trolls, but we do have them.
We don't have as many as we used to have. That's for sure.
And in
Salute to
fact,
Wolfgang Amadeus in the building.
we're not addressing any troll ductivity. So we don't care about any troll business. Let's just say it like that, right? Or
Well, that's the tricky thing about it all. So many people remember all of that troll ductivity. And that's how a lot of people, at least here in this construct, were reintroduced to me, and some meeting me for the first time. And it's been interesting, as we walk this journey to reclaiming my name, reclaiming my message, and just like allowing people to get to know the real me, right? So I think for some people, it's hard for them to let it go. Like, for instance, stuff like this.
where is this clown at? Where I don't even,
That's
because I got to get in here and do some.
no, I mean, it just gets really simple. You do stuff like that, and then stuff like this happens to you. And I'll let you figure out what that was. But the truth is there's just a lot of trolls in this construct. And it's kind of crazy, because you would think that people would come here for connection or for information or for fellowship. And instead, what a lot of them are here for is attention. And nothing gets attention like negative attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes. It doesn't always work. But the success rate is very high when it comes to negative attention. Like negative attention, people just boom, they jump up for it, And for a long time, I battled back and forth with a good few people, and I gave them that negative attention they were looking for. Now, my reasons for doing that are my reasons, but in this one instance, I'll explain a little bit. When you have a target on your back and people are after you and out to get you, sometimes it requires for you to engage a little bit, for you to be able to get to the heart of who's actually behind it. And, there's been some interesting things happening in what they call, like, see, when I first started, like, I guess engaging here, it really wasn't even like a choice, so to speak. All I know is
you were kind of drug into the YouTube streets, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And not drug, paraded. They tried to drag me through these streets. Hundreds of people using my name to feed themselves. And now, for crying out loud, one of them that was a part of the Jaguar, hate train and lies, we can't believe a word you say train, was literally on YouTube this morning begging for financial help. Now, see, for me, that hit a lot differently than it hit for most people who saw it. Because it was evidence and it was proof that everything that we've been saying about what's going on with these YouTube people is true. And budgets is drying up. That money done hit the skids. And for all of you who know exactly who I'm talking about, And make no mistake, this is not me taking a shot at that person in any way. I don't begrudge or wish that anybody be homeless or sleeping in a car or living in a car or being forced to be separated from their family or being put in a position where they have to like rely on the kindness of strangers from the internet to survive while they're looking for a bed in a homeless shelter online. Oh, see, now this is crazy. I'm going to put this up on the screen. You see that? See, that goes to let me know how long you've been around, how long you've been stalking, and how long you've been carrying lies. Because none of that happened. Poor thing. It's crazy. Because the one thing that I'm really not going to be doing is sitting around like going back and forth with some weirdo in a chat about something that I know isn't true.
And that's what they were banking on you as far as
Oh,
when I said when you were drugged onto the YouTube streets to
absolutely.
gaslight you and to get you to react a particular way so that what they can clip it up and they can make you look a certain way.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it was all about. I'll never forget there was this one little dykey stud. I'm not even going to bother to mention the name. It was one of the Tasha K minions. I like how they're now trying to separate her from being the spearhead of the attack on my life. Like everybody's really trying to back up little by little. But it's so funny because while people are rewriting their stories, I'm just like, I'm hearing like people send me clips and I hear all kinds of weird stuff. Like people who lie and say, "Oh, that was my friend. And I just came online to defend my friend. I wasn't here." But meanwhile, you got channels from long before I even knew you on this platform where your content was struggling, doing Zeus content. Like people tell on themselves. I came on here, which is funny because when did you come? Because the channel that you're currently rocking, weirdo, it says it didn't start until January 2024. You were sitting with me in 2023. So your story's not making a lot of sense. Like, and that's the issue. I think the biggest issue that I have when it comes to this whole like community, this weirdo community that they have here. Like, oh, listen to me. I know it's jealousy and I'm not tripping. But when I see the amount of people that invest themselves in the lies and in the fraudulent behavior, like when you get a panel of 5 to 6 people sitting together, lying through their caps about everything, rewriting stuff. Like it was wild because at one point, somebody was saying something about I was stealing information from them to do my interviews on Real Life, which is crazy. That's crazy. I like it's just it amazes me. I got people saying that I'm the reason that Nosy Ho got chased offline. That's not true. When Nosy Ho got ran down on, it had nothing to do with me. Matter of fact, she made a deal to go against me. Started working with weirdos, like elderly people who talk about reality TV with unfortunate women. Like, there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened. And it's just like, how do people believe these people? Like, when it comes to you subscribers, you need to understand something. When I see the stuff that you comment on or that you speak about, I judge you now by what you engage in. Because the one thing that I'm not going to be doing is sitting around listening to a bunch of lies that I know are lies. Like, a lot of you subscribers, you were around, you saw the truth, and you still sit here and you clientele with these people. Like, you got to ask yourself, what kind of person are you? That you're sitting here with people who are known liars, that you know are rewriting the truth. There's some weirdo that actually had the audacity to say that I swatted myself, when there are people who saw the text messages that came from out that other person's phone with swords all through the text saying, we're coming to get you, we're coming to get you, we're coming to get you. All kinds of names. It's the Hunger Games, you're going down, we're going to take you down. Like, all of those text messages were given to the police. See, this goes to show you how unintelligent people are. If I were the one that orchestrated that, the police would have arrested me for that. Those text messages came from a Google number that's attached to law enforcement, which is why they backed up. It's crazy, the amount of lies. But what I will say is, when it comes to those little swordy people, I am from this point forward referring to y'all accurately, not as a person and a group, but as a police substation. Because I think it's pretty clear by now, y'all police, in my opinion. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The way y'all operate, some of y'all, you know, those covert missions, it's no longer a mystery to me. But what I will say, though, is to all of you people in that dying sector, y'all need to go and look at Sweet Pea Diaries video that she made this morning. I don't think she's going to be the last person making a video like that this year. I don't. When I saw that Sweet Pea Diary video, that thing hit. But what I do know is I don't think it'll be happening to anybody from the police substation. At least not right away. Y'all better go look at that video. And I wish her all the best. At the homeless shelter or wherever she ends up, I wish her all the best. But I can think on a good many occasions she sat around and she made up lies about me for clicks and views and super chats and all of your little cash app exchanges. Like, y'all realize all of that's like illegal. It's wire fraud. I remember though. I also remember when I took pity on her and I was willing to help her after she got arrested. And her Baby girl was online begging for people to donate to help her get her mom out of jail. Like y'all people, y'all live on a whole nother level of scumbag. Like y'all PIMP your children out on this app. Yeah. Like y'all should really look at that video. Because I believed her. I believe that she slept in her car last night. I believe that she separated from her children. And I believe that she is in desperate need of financial support. If somebody has anything extra, please send it to me. I'd like to be able to go to a hotel and just take a shower. I'm still in the same clothes. I tell you this, Sweet Pea. I might be willing to make a donation to you and help you out in exchange for a little truth. Now, see, me making this offer to you is going to do one of two things. It's either going to put you in touch with me, or it's going to get you some cash apps so you keep your mouth shut about all the things certain people don't want you to say. See, I'm helping you either way. But I'd love to help you in exchange for a little truth. You think that's going too far?
No. I mean, truth be told, what I would suggest is for you not to utter any of their names. I mean, I know what you're doing, but as far as like giving them that
I'm
clout,
not
that's
uttering
what
no
they want.
names.
No. I'm not saying you're doing it now. The way you're doing it now is cool, but do it like how you're doing it, because in all honesty, the investigation within itself is worth just kind of, and I get why you say certain stuff and you do certain things. I get it, but just let the investigations of all this catch up to them all, because they run around here, thinking or trying to make it seem as if they were helping you or they help other people, and the reality is what we already know. We already know. What, that's funny?
Ooh, no, just when I think about the help, all of this help, while people were building their channels off of my name, you were helping me.
Yeah, nah.
While you were trying to use me to build 3 busted channels, you were helping me. While you were putting my name video after video, day after day after day after day, you were helping me. Getting your little super chats and your cash apps because you was helping me. Ain't that cute?
Whoever this what is this, Jaguar Wright Crystal? Okay. I'm gonna, you're gonna have to, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna, let me see one more thing, and we're gonna get you up out of here like the Sandman.
No.
Due to the,
Don't
kick him out. Okay.
No, kick him out. Kick him out.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing what's going on. Nonetheless, though, yeah.
They up in here in their feelings.
Yeah, a little bit.
They in their feelings, and I guess they in their feelings because hit dogs holler.
Yeah, a little bit.
I tell you what I do know. When they start putting on Cirque du Soleil, after you and I just, show up
Mm-hmm.
just on a cool. And the next day, there's a whole like fiasco of crap.
We already know what that is, though. That's the funny thing. We already know what that is. Okay. All right.
I tell you what I know. I believe Sweet Pea when she said she slept in that car last night and wearing the same clothes as she was wearing yesterday. I do believe that. I don't know what y'all got going on that y'all trying to make people believe, but I believe her. Her content looked real to me. What about you? Did it look real to you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It did.
She was heavy on the bullshit with my name. See, karma. See that word.
Mm-hmm.
Life's work is what you say it translates to.
That's what it translates to. Life's work.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say when you give what you get, you get what you put out.
See, I watch these people sit around and pretend like they haven't committed crimes against me. And whether or not you're charged with them in the court of man or the court of God, you will be charged and you will be convicted and you will be sentenced. You'd be better off being charged by man. Because when God comes, he shows up heavy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, I already know I'm in favor with God. I know that. The gauntlet of foolishness that I went through on this app for years, most people don't survive. Like, most people don't survive. I acknowledge your super chat, but I'm not going to put it up on the screen. But
Not at all.
you, I'm not going to put it up because that's something else I'm not really going to address. Like right now, the last thing that I need to do is comment about things that I know is fugazi and crap and garbage. What I will say though is while people struggling to maintain their power and relevance in front of the world are busy talking about community heroes like Colin Kaepernick, what I will say is salute to Colin Kaepernick for what he did for the Wansley family,
Mm-hmm.
the Wells Wansley family. For those of you who don't know, Colin Kaepernick reportedly was the one who donated the money to the family to have Nolan Wells remains taken to Washington, D.C. for an independent
Yeah.
autopsy
Yeah.
to
Shout
make
out to
sure,
him.
yeah, that there is no foul play. And like when I heard that, I was like, wow. Now, I personally believe that charity is something that should be done in silence. I don't think he asked to be mentioned either. But for him to be mentioned for doing such a wonderful thing for that family, and then to be disrespected by a fraud
Hmm.
in the same city where, you know, the Wansley family just was. You want to know what? And I'm going to say this. Colin Kaepernick was standing up for what exactly, bro? Let's remind the people when he started taking the knee. It was over police brutality and justice
And
for blacks in America.
of course,
And the
the
first,
media.
yeah,
No, not to cut you. Now, of course, the media tried to spin it like he was anti-American,
yeah, yeah.
but he was standing up for or taking a knee for the police, unalivements. I can't say the word, but yeah, he
And
was standing
calling
up
for
for it.
social justice, not creating fake initiatives that, in my opinion, I believe are nothing more than money laundering scams,
Mm,
while people are busy filling the prisons and collecting money off of their private interest in it when they should be in there with the people that they're, you know,
yeah, yeah.
wow, to believe the audacity. Because guess what? You ain't heard those people over there at Yankee Stadium say not one kind word to the Wells Wansley family. Like Colin doing what he did is definitely on brand with everything that he was doing before he was chased out of the NFL. They gaslit him clean out of the NFL. And they brought in some pretender, some fraud that's in some of the most notorious files released in the history of humanity. And these people, this person is listed as a friend to humanity's enemies. And what he can get the black community to do. I don't think they've said one word. I don't think they've offered one condolence. And that's wild because people that they associate with are heavily involved in it. What's going on with the Nolan Wells case today? There's some stuff that I am so not cool with. Thank you, Cornelius. I I typically am at peace. When I need to be a villain, I am one. But this is typically me. This is who I typically am. Unless I gotta get gully. I know Kim Kardashian and all of her. I love black people and I want to help them so badly because I like making babies with them. It's just kind of bizarre. There's so many people not saying anything. It took so many people so much time to have something to say about Carmelo Anthony as well. I don't like when I see so-called elitists latching on to situations like this. For clout. And that's really what it's looking like. It's looking like clout. And that's sad when people are clout chasing a tragedy.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Now, I know Ben Crump is supposed to be our hero in the legal world for Black Americans. I remember when I called his hotline for his law firm. And it was to represent me against a certain police precinct for what they were doing to me and had done to me. And with everything that happened and with all of the evidence that I showed, I was told that they couldn't represent me.
Why?
Because they didn't handle those kinds of cases. It had to be personal injury. And I said, well, I was injured. and I was wrongfully hospitalized, and I was forced to be medicated. When I was the person that had been attacked. And they said, yeah, they couldn't help me with that. Now, every law firm has the right to take whatever case or deny whatever case they choose. But for someone like me, being who I am, and you can't get any of the so-called civil justice black people, not a Lee Merritt, not a Ben Crump. But you know what I ended up finding out, though? The reason why those cases weren't taken allegedly was because they were friends with some of the people that were involved with what was happening to me.
Hmm.
See, he's a frat boy, Ben Crump. Secret society. See, I know for a fact that my name is on a list. So if I call and ask for help, people turn me away. It happened to me after I was released in Chicago, and I was all charges were dropped against me. I called 15 different attorneys. The last one actually said to me, "You got your freedom. You're smart and you're resourceful. You'll find another way to make all of the money you lost back, but just let it go."
Hmm.
You said, "I'm going to tell you right now, the word is out. No one's going to represent you." And I said, "Why not?" He said, "Not with who made that phone call." Now, what I'm going to say is this. The person that made that phone call was very high up in the political world, and both he and his wife are attorneys. You know, I wish people really understood and believed in this system, how it actually works. I wish people would tell the truth about what actually happened to George Floyd, because his situation is a whole lot deeper.
Hmm.
And Derek Chauvin, he really didn't think he was going to prison. They had no choice. Because him going to jail was a much smaller price to pay than what it would have done to the state of Minnesota.
Hmm.
Kind of like how Diddy is in jail right now, so that the arrest of the entertainers can keep going. See, that's why they did everything that they could do to make sure that RICO didn't happen. So when I see Ben Crump, when I see Tyler Perry, because see, one of the last funerals that I remember him paying for was Angie Stone's, and he actually showed up at the production that he put on with all of those red roses, talking about how they was going to get to the bottom of what happened to Angie Stone. And guess what? That never happened. When I see people like Al Sharpton, who make diamond hand signals and hangs out with, because he spent a lot of time with Diddy. I think a lot of people forget that Al Sharpton spent a lot of time with Diddy and with
And Al
Jigga Man.
Sharpton, I was just about to say, with Jigga as well. And Al Sharpton is a known informant, straight up. Everybody knows. But peep the game. Let's Jag with this whole, and I'm glad you brought
Just
up.
last summer, Al Sharpton was running around New York trying to convince a bunch of New Yorkers that they needed to approve a bid for a casino that was not going to help Manhattan but rob it.
That lets you know what side he plays on, right? It's not about justice. It's not about It's a hustle. It's a hustle. Even with this situation, Jag, check it out with Ben Crump and Al Sharpton getting involved in this Nolan Wells death investigation. They've elevated it to a national civil rights matter. So
they're politicizing it.
They're politicizing
in a
it.
general election year where all of these fraudocrats will use this to sway votes.
Because when you look at the blue side, the Democrat side, they're in trouble. A lot of these Democrats have to lean a little left now because of the way everything is working within this country. And with this case, I see the play, and I know you see it too. It's going to be a hustle, financial hustle, and it's going to be a political hustle.
What did I tell you when I first saw this? I said they're going to politicize this thing. I feel it coming. The second that I heard, the second that I seen, and no disrespect, but the second that I seen Don Lemon all over it, I already knew the circus was coming to town. Like, I think people are forgetting he's still on the hook for them charges that he got against him. He's highly motivated to get involved with a high profile situation like this that they can take and turn around at the administration that's threatening his freedom.
Yeah.
Because I think people are forgetting Don Lemon is facing jail time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Don Lemon's case is criminal. Now, I'm not saying that he deserved to be charged. I'm not saying that he did anything wrong. But them charges is real, and the administration is after him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they got Tiffany Haddish running around on Jimmy Kimmel, jumping off the porch, acting like a monkey. But we'll get to that later.
Well, I thought we weren't going to touch that, but let's do it. Let's definitely do it.
No, we'll get to that later.
Get to it. Okay. But look.
No, because I'm looking at the layout. I'm looking at the setup because they used her. I mean, we know that Diddy used her for old boy in Florida when he was going up against DeSantis for governor. What's his name? We talked about him. Gilliam.
Oh yeah, and Gilliam now
Gilliam.
That's
and Gilliam now is what?
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild.
One of Diddy's friends. Him. It was him, Diddy, and Khaled and Tiffany. And they was all helping this weirdo Gilliam. Now, a couple of years back, like right after he lost governor, he got caught over there where they had Club Live at the LaFontaine Blue in Florida.
Wasn't he somewhere,
he was in the hotel, bucking naked with some men and some substances.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, couldn't remember where he was and what was going on. Couldn't remember nothing.
Well, I know we'll connect the dots and touch up on that in a few. But with this whole situation, with Ben Crump's involvement and Al Sharpton's involvement, even though they're involved, Authorities, they haven't announced any homicide findings. They haven't identified a suspect. They haven't made an arrest, or they haven't filed any charges, even though the family, they're like, something doesn't seem right. Something's not adding up. They did a
Well,
press
see,
conference.
let's get into that. Let's
Yeah,
have that conversation.
yeah,
Number one, they seem like good folk. They seem like good everyday folk that's just trying to live the American dream. Dad seems very invested in the idea of his boys growing up to be like Colin Kaepernick, to make it to the NFL, football being a business. He kept talking about that over and over again. I could hear his disappointment.
yeah,
It sounds like they were really counting on that boy to make it. And now he's gone. And I want to say this before we go any further. To the Wells Wansley family, us here at the Jaguar Wright Effect and the Jaguar Wright Show, you have our greatest condolences. I know what it's like
hmm
to be a parent and to have hopes and dreams in a child that's made it to their adult years with so much promise, and to have to sit with their corpse and wonder, what if? It's part of the reason why I started the broadcast off with the song that we did.
yeah,
Do it for something.
yeah,
Make your life a monument to something. And I pray that Nolan Xavier Wells' life leads to something more than a political scam.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
that boy's life is worth more than votes. So,
Ben
it's
Crump,
most sincere condolences.
yeah, condolences to the parent, Nolan's parents, Christine and Elmer Wansley,
Yeah.
and Ben Crump is representing them now, and he's conducting a parallel independent investigation. So his team is seeking witness accounts, investigative records, phone, photograph, original video from Horn Island. Crump said that 3 of his friends who traveled with Nolan to
hmm
the island, they retained attorneys. He said
Right
that
away.
during the press conference. His investigators had not interviewed them yet. This is according to Associated Press. The
Yeah.
family
That's not
had,
going to be easy. You know that's
yeah,
not going to be easy.
I already know if they've obtained attorneys. If they retained attorneys, yeah, it's not going to be.
One of the boys' stepmother is a judge, and she went to school with the decedent's mother.
Ooh, yeah,
Like, I don't think people understand how Southern law enforcement and politics really works. Ben
yeah.
Crump does.
Well, he does. He does. Let's just see how this plays out, because Crump,
Mhm.
his team, they said this is what they said, they plan to conduct forensic examination of Nolan's cell phone uh, before it was promptly turned over to law enforcement. Nolan's mother said both his Snapchat accounts appeared to be empty, and that other messages
Mhm.
have been deleted. The phone has not been examined yet by the sheriff investigators. I find that interesting. So
Yeah.
the family, they've transported Nolan Wells' body to D.C. from Mississippi for an independent autopsy, forensic pathology. So there's no connection to the Mississippi authorities. We already know how to get down in Mississippi. And Colin Kaepernick reportedly helped pay for the examination. So again, shout out to him.
Yeah, he paid for the transportation and the examination. I know that they've raised somewhere close to, if not more by now, than $500,000. And I can guarantee you, everybody here in this picture is going to make sure that that money goes to good use.
I'm sure of it. Yeah, right. Now, Crump, Benjamin Crump had focused on a few discrepancies, and you let me know what you think. One is that Nolan's friends, they returned to the mainland with his phone and his keys. Even
See,
though
that was left out initially. We knew
right,
about the phone, but we hadn't heard about the keys.
right. Now this is even though the initial account was that Nolan voluntarily remained on the island and
Yeah.
found another ride, supposedly.
Yeah.
Another discrepancy. A video reportedly captures Nolan arguing with someone and demanding that his phone be returned. Remember that. We heard that.
Yeah.
There's one witness reportedly indicated that Nolan intended to leave with the original group, contradictory to the theory that he chose to stay. And the other discrepancy that Ben Crump pointed out, Nolan's family said he was a strong swimmer.
Yeah.
And they don't accept the accidental drowning without supporting evidence.
I know.
So those allegations and the investigative questions, and these are just allegations and questions, not proof that Nolan was unalive.
These are questions because we still have not heard, not even an estimated or a projected time of death.
No.
All we know is that the last time anyone saw Nolan alive was that it was on the 4th of July on Horn Island. And then his body washed up on shore on the 6th.
Yeah.
That's 48 hours.
Yeah.
He could have died anywhere between that span. Like, that's a huge question mark.
A lot can happen in 48 hours.
A big red flag.
Yeah.
And that's where social media becomes a problem. Because everybody is weighing in on what they think and what they feel. Which is why we've kind of we've been very ginger with the way we've been talking about this case. And we said it from the very beginning. When more facts come in, we'll talk about it more. But we're not going to be one of these, platforms that just start coming up with wild theories and, circumstances, because it doesn't help. No. It only inflames. Yeah. And understand this. I am officially calling this case Mississippi Burning. If you hear me say Mississippi Burning, I am talking about Nolan Wells specifically. Because all of this is crap. All of it. There's something very wrong. And I can tell you right now, Southern politics, Southern law enforcement, Southern justice or lack thereof, in the wake of Carmelo Anthony and everything that already happened there, this is a tipping point. Because if it comes back and that this young man's life, the end of his life, is ruled HOMO side, it's up. It's all the way up.
Yeah.
We already have 3 girls who were just arrested for beating down on a white person, talking about this is for Carmelo. What do you think is going to happen? He wasn't born on the 4th of July. His life was lost on the 4th of July. Or at least he went missing. They're going to start taking all of this and see, this is why you see this array of people gathering together now around this, because this is going to be their big civil, this is their next George Floyd moment.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to back to it.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I don't, and just to answer the question that you guys have there on screen, I don't believe that the Washington D.C. Um, report has come forward yet. I don't think any autopsy reports findings have been released to the public yet, and I do believe they're going to be taking their time.
well, the Mississippi State autopsy was conducted, but the official cause and manner of death remains pending, they've included even a toxicology report. The
Oh yeah.
the coroner specifically rejected online claims that Nolan was found wrapped in something. He said there was no truth in that rumor. But again, Trump is building his independent medical, digital, and witness evidence record, while we got Al Sharpton here consoling Nolan Wells' mother, and
That
he
bothers me so much.
uh, well, let's just report it, and we'll talk about it later, because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
very too. Yeah. Um, they are applying public pressure for the disclosure and the accountability. The next potential decisive development will be in the two autopsy findings and the toxicology results and the cell phone forensic results and any verified video establishing Nolan's movement and interaction before his untimely death.
See, this is all giving me the heebie-jeebies, and I think it's because it's kind of reminding me of when Giovanni passed away. It was clear that there was something wrong. It was clear that all the kids that were there, because my son died at at an event where there was a bunch of young people there. It was a birthday party. Rival gang members were there, and it was very clear that people were getting their story straight. And next thing you know, all of the kids came back with the same story.
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened with Carmelo Anthony. This is in Texas. It's Tarrant County, where my son passed away. The toxicology reports, they drug their feet when it came to my son. It was being investigated as a homicide, and it took them almost 7 months to no bill it. And then that young man who took my son's life, Caleb, ended up going to prison anyway for taking 2 more lives after my son. But they said he was such a good boy. Like, they all come together and they always lie when it doesn't land the way they want it to land, or they think that it can create like a big problem politically, socially in the communities. So before the report in Mississippi was released, and I apologize for saying that I didn't think that either one. Apparently they have. Mississippi has released theirs, so thank God that they're doing an independent one in Washington. I got a feeling that the findings are going to be different. Maybe not all of them, but some. So I don't know. Let's talk about the details. Let's talk about what we heard about. Oh, and by
Yeah.
the way, I just want to let anyone know, if you come through here, saying crazy stuff about Carmelo Anthony, this platform believes that he was railroaded. This platform believes that he did not get a fair trial. This platform believes that, I don't know, to our estimation with the evidence on hand, that he did commit manslaughter, but we do not see him as committing homicide. Okay, so please, I'm banning you because I do believe he should get another trial. Sorry about that. Like, I'm not doing the Carmelo slander today.
See,
I'm not.
we stay on code, and when we say we stay on code, number one, we're gonna ride with truth and justice. We already know this case, or when you deal with the legal in this country, you a lot of times you're not getting truth and justice. You're getting something to pacify certain demographics. Let's just keep it a buck. And I think that's what happened here. If they really were interested in getting justice and doing what's right, they manslaughter. Okay, he give them that.
Yeah. At worst.
Yeah, but
At worst.
they're gonna definitely have to give him another trial. I believe so. There's so many things. His rights, Mr. Anthony's
were
rights
impeded upon.
violated. Yeah,
They
violated.
were impeded upon greatly.
Disrespectful. If that was someone else, But yeah, and then back to what you were saying about with your son, because then I want to talk. We'll walk right into the case, what we heard about this case. See, I grew up in the hood, but I didn't. I'm not a hood booger. Let's just say it like that, right?
Mhm.
And in the hood, there's this whole thing, no snitching, and don't get it twisted. I'm not one of these weirdos, and you know who I'm talking about, who be on here like with the white supremacist talking points.
Right.
Let's just keep it a buck. I'm not with all that, but I definitely think people in the hood, we got to change up, or that mentality has to go when it comes to like the no snitching and things of that nature. The kids who covered up for the, let's just call it who is, or I want to say, let's just say Merker, and he went on to do murk some other people.
Yeah.
When he got away with your son,
what he did to my son. Yeah.
Right. See, if it was a code that we have, not when I say a code, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just, let's just stick to
I
the
was
real.
told that there was money paid to make sure that went away,
And I'm
because
sure it
who was
was.
behind it.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Because it was bigger than a bunch of kids having a disagreement.
Yeah. It was a setup.
It was all a setup.
Yeah.
They literally called an ambulance and sent it to the wrong address on purpose to make sure that my son bled out.
It's unfortunate. We got to change, and that's what we're here to do. Like,
Which is why I'm talking about what this case with Nolan, because there are so many things, so many gaslighting little details that are just hitting me hard right now.
Yeah.
Like, number one, I was willing to say, okay, maybe he left his phone in the boat.
Yeah.
Maybe he caught a ride with someone else. I was willing to accept some of those details, except for the fact that the mother had to track the phone down. Like, I thought they came home and the boys brought the phone to the family. The family had to go track it down.
They had the Live 360 app?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you have kids, you pretty much, your parents would put that on the kids' app, to track them.
Yeah, so that they could have access. And it's funny because while they were saying one thing, she kept saying that Carmelo's phone was on land. like not on the island, but on land. And so, they were getting a bunch of different details. But when the dad started talking about the keys, the car keys, he had to go and barter and damn near beg
Yeah.
for them to give him his car keys. And no one's talking about the boat. They said
Yeah.
that the boat was having issues on the way back and was taking in water, so it needed to go into a shop. When you hear the boat is being taken in for repairs, the keys and the phone were being withheld from the family. And when the family came to get these things, like when the mother's friend came to get the phone, they should have given him the keys.
Yeah.
But the dad had to come back, right? And he had to go to the friend's house, like where the car was. And, hey, I need the key so I can take his car home. And, oh yeah, I'm asleep. It reminds me of something that I heard a police officer say once upon a time, that anytime they have a violent crime and they arrest a bunch of people and they're, doing their investigation, trying to get to the bottom of it, usually it's the guilty one who sleeps. The innocent ones stay up because they're worried about what's going to happen. But the guilty ones go to sleep because they know either they're caught or they're going to get lucky. So they get their rest. So to hear that, like, while everyone was looking for Nolan the next day, that friends bumped into them, the boys that he was with, and that they were all going out to eat like nothing had happened while everyone else was running around frantic. His dad shows up at the house. Oh, you're getting some sleep. Your friend is missing, and he was with you, and you're getting sleep. Like, yeah, nah. It feels bad. It feels bad. Even the whole everybody shutting down their social media, including the parents. And I get it. You don't want your family invaded upon. I get it. You want to protect the other children. But why would you feel as though that there was need to protect anything if there's no foul play?
Right.
Like, why did everybody's mind jump to they're going to accuse us and we need to protect? What's up with this guilt? There's too much guilt attached to their actions. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
And then the police sheriff. We don't suspect any foul play before the autopsy report comes back. So it's like
they're already giving them a way out. Like, it's almost, that's dog whistle. I would say that's dog whistle talk.
Very much so. Very much so. But I tell you what I do know, when it comes to these good old boys in the South and their law enforcement and their friends and their country club and their golf buddies and their sorority sisters and fraternity brothers, and I think people keep forgetting when it comes to the police, it's called the fraternal order of police.
Say that again.
Fraternal order of police.
Let me say something that one of my OGs, who was a former Black Panther, what he always tells me, and it's been true. He said, the police are to protect and serve the white community. That's because it says protect on LAPD. It says protect and serve. But that's for the black community, for the black community, what is it for? The police are to suppress and contain. Now tell me I'm lying.
Well, let's just be clear. After they shut down slavery and, stop deputizing people to go chase people and such,
Mm-hmm.
that's when the fraternal order of police started. That's when it began. Yes, and these are Masonic institutions and organizations. Secret societies, all the way around and all the way through. So it's just, this is getting worse. This is just getting worse. And
It seems
that
like
autopsy, if that
No, I'm
autopsy
sorry.
comes back. No, please go ahead.
And I keep cutting you off. I try not to,
No, we
because
both bump into each other. I mean, that's the problem with having two big brains having a very intense conversation. We're both thinking rapidly at the same time. So
no, because you're on a roll, and I appreciate how you approach conversations. So it's like, I'll just let you do you, of course. And I'm here just to kind of, more or less spark a little bit of insight on certain, I'll bring history to the table as well. So I'm going to go back to 1992 in LA. It's same similar setup, same similar program, race program. We had the race program going heavy in the early 90s, when same similar to what happened with Rick Chow and the young man who was unalived by him,
yeah,
a Korean store owner, unalived a young lady over a bottle of orange juice. Her name was Latasha Harlins. And LA was going to turn up then, but they chilled. A lot of people I knew, activists, freedom fighters, they chilled out. But then when that verdict came down, because right after that, and I think that same year, Rodney King got his ass beat on film.
yeah.
And people have always talked about it. I got homies who's like, yeah, man, police beat my ass. And, and back before there was really like, body cam and cameras everywhere, the police was just causing havoc, y'all, in LA. Now, but after the verdict, oh man, LA turned all the way up.
I remember.
Gave
I
them
watched
a
that.
gave us the city or the state $1 billion bill. Said, here, y'all go take care of this. I think we're looking at the same situation nowadays. They're just testing they're testing the
They want to
public
see
when it
how
comes to this
far they
race.
can push
That's what they're
it.
doing. That's what they're doing.
This case,
That's what they're
though,
doing.
I do believe it is the tipping point.
Yeah.
I believe it's the tipping point, and I believe if this autopsy comes back with any discrepancies, it's going to be a problem.
What needs to happen is a lot of politicians, some of these politicians who are just kind of, they need to be held accountable for sure.
Well, I mean, everyone needs to be held accountable. The whole system needs to be held accountable. The problem is you have an innocent young black man. Like, even when you listen to that footage of him talking about, what are you doing with my phone? Give me my effing phone.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened with that phone? And I hope they're doing a diagnostic. Like, if I'm the family, I'm not giving that phone to the police.
Well, that you can factory reset a phone, but you can't completely erase the metadata. So good luck with them trying to, unless they just destroyed the
Well, that
phone.
didn't
Even
happen.
then,
They didn't factory reset it. The
they just
moms.
deleted a lot of stuff.
Well, apparently they deleted his Snapchat feed. But the question is, did he tag anybody? Was there anybody else that was on his Snapchat feed that might have screenshotted something? Or because the problem with Snapchat is that whatever you have, it 24 hours it deletes.
And can you
So
Snapchat? Can you screenshot on Snapchat? I didn't know that. I
I
don't
don't
deal with
know.
Snap.
Can you? I
I don't think so. I think it has a thing where you can't, but I'm sure there's ways around it. Nonetheless, just subpoena Snapchat. That's it. Let's get a subpoena from Snapchat. Let's get down to
Yeah,
the bottom of that. That's
because that's
easy.
what they can do. Because the
Yeah.
truth is, a Snapchat works on a server, and it might delete in your system, but it doesn't delete in their system.
Oh, it's forever in theirs.
They got everything. They probably got some
Forever.
of the best blackmail stuff. Snapchat's probably the new Diddy and Epstein.
Well, that's why they said they don't need Epstein or Diddy anymore because that's a whole nother combo. So they got D
It's
pics and cootie cat pics all up the yin yang.
that's why I always call it a snatch chat.
Snatch chat.
Um, yeah, no, because I don't believe nothing where they tell you, oh yeah, you do whatever you want and it goes away. Like, no, just no.
If the Akashic records, you can't get rid of anything from the Akashic records. So don't yeah,
Believe what you
you
want.
can't get rid of that. Yeah.
I've never had a Snapchat account. I don't care how good the filters are. You know how many women I've heard my age like, well, oh yeah, well I only have Snapchat for the filters. Like for the filters?
No, that's cap. They doing
Yeah,
some other
I know.
stuff.
Yeah, I know. I know. Look. It's your snatch. Do what you want with it.
It's
It's
your thing. Do what you
do
want to
what
do.
you want to do. Yeah,
I
no.
can't tell you who to snap it to.
Snatch it too. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, there has to be something, something else, something more. Like I feel a coordinated effort with these children. I feel a coordinated effort with what's going on with these phones. What was
Hmm.
the issue with that phone? And then even the way that the girl, I think her name was Katie, the little girl that he was
Hmm.
talking to,
Yeah.
I think her and her friends like got online and was just talking about don't be coming at her crazy and she's Dixie's child and this, that, and the other. And
What? What? What?
somebody just
Wow.
donated $100,000.
Byron Daniel. Who's that?
Do you mean Byron Allen?
Byron Daniel. 'Cause I'm like, who is Byron Daniel? Maybe it is Byron Allen. Shout out to Byron Allen.
They're all getting involved. Everyone is just you think the judge got the phone? Well, the family got the phone back.
Yeah,
I'm not
Byron
sure
Allen.
if it was the judge's if it was the judge's family that had the phone. Because if so, I can guarantee you
Well, that's an easy one. If Crump, I mean, if he needs somebody on the IT side of the game, he needs to hit me up because that's easy. Cell phone pinging, that's easy. That's easy.
but he should have investigators. I just got a feeling they're going to turn
Yeah, he
this
does.
into a big old melodrama, and I feel sorry for the family
Well, like I
because I got
said,
a feeling I'm telling you, I got a feeling it's going to get ugly. Because see, this is the problem when you take this kind of publicity machine and you put it around something like this. If any foul play should come up in the wake of all of this that's going on, you know what
and
Mississippi's going to do? They're going to knuckle up
oh yeah,
and they're going to fight back, and they are not going to play fair. They're not. Like that's the only problem with this. Do I think that getting an attorney? Do I think that even if Ben Crump was who they wanted to use, I don't know if I would have went like all of the celebrity fanfare around it. I don't think I would have allowed that. Like if people wanted to be involved, that's fine, but I would have kept it all anonymous.
It says Spike Lee turned up at the conference as well.
Yeah,
And,
he
you
was
know,
there.
I'm not mad at Spike, but I mean, like you say, sometimes celebrity
I mean,
involvement sometimes just makes it ugh.
well, when you're dealing with a state like Mississippi, well, I mean, I can even understand why Spike Lee would show up because
Yeah,
you know he's the one that made the film about the four little girls who passed away at
yeah,
that church
yeah, yeah. That's why I said I understand. I get it, but then it's
in Alabama.
and
Like
I'm not
I
mad at Spike, but
get it,
yeah, yeah.
but it's just too many of it's 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 too many political clout chases attached to this thing. And if you've got somebody who's has their stepson is implicated in any of this and they're a judge, that female judge, they've got friends, and I guarantee you there's probably some kind of connection to the governor. Like this
Hmm.
ain't it's black and white, it's Mississippi. I
Yeah,
just think it's going to make people push harder. I think it's going to make them push back even harder. And that family, they live there. Cops will just stop patrolling the neighborhood. You know, like I'm thinking about all of the details surrounding this. Like everybody that's attaching their name to this situation, like even Al Sharpton officiating the funeral. You already know he's going to want cameras there. I don't like where this is going, and I don't like it for the family because they're going to turn their grief into a runaway political train, and Mississippi going they going to buck. If they nuck, they going to buck.
I like what Charles McDaniel said. Let's bring up Brett Favre. You remember that Brett Favre situation with the scandal? I believe it had
Yeah.
something to do with what was it with food stamps or something like that?
Yeah, he robbed the food stamps and he robbed welfare. Sure did. Millions state gave to him. Like that's what I'm saying. It's there's ways of going about this, and calling yourself hitting Mississippi over the head with a sledgehammer publicly to shame them and embarrass them after everything that's going on with Carmelo Anthony. Like this too much.
The whole is yeah. Hmm.
So I pray that the family gets answers, but the truth is I got a feeling something's going. I got a bad feeling about this, man. I got a bad feeling about this. I think they're going to find. I don't know why, but I think they're going to find some kind of foul play. I think they're going to find something that's going to ask some questions. And
Yeah.
those Mississippi boys, M.I. crooked letter I.
Crooked officer.
Yeah, I got a feeling this is. I don't know.
This is
I
going to be
don't
the beginning of the Civil War. Mississippi going to want to break away from the Union. Like we're because we know how
like
y'all
Tex-
get down in Mississippi.
like Texas has been trying to do.
Hmm.
You know, Texas has a whole charter. They all
Well,
set it up.
Texas technically is its own, but just like Hawaii. But I don't want to get into that. It's like, yeah, it's yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean,
All it takes is one little something for this country to just we're the divided states of America right now, y'all. And
or
everybody
one
knows that.
or one big something, and the loss of this young man's life is a big something.
Yeah.
It's a big something. They did too much, too quick, too fast. They withheld too much information. They lawyered up. They did everything that guilty people do.
Someone asked, "Where's David Banner?" Shout out to Banner. He doing his thing. I'm sure he's gonna have something to say. David Banner don't run from no no civil injustice or anything like that. He's always been, a
I
stand up
know,
from what I've heard.
I know. Yeah, there's just too much wrong with this case, and there are too many people that are self-deprecating
Yeah,
included in this situation, if you ask me, in my opinion. And we're gonna keep looking at it. We're gonna keep going at it. But my prediction, I don't think this autopsy in Washington D.C. is going to completely agree with the one in Mississippi. I don't.
not at all. We'll see, and we should know something next week. Um, we'll keep
That's my
we're going to keep our eyes on that. And speaking of autopsies, I'm sure you heard about this case
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So let me just
First
say this
started
real
talking
quick.
about this right when we've been talking about this thing from the very beginning, and now here we are. This case has had so many weird twists and turns in it. And guess what? Just like this Nolan case, this case was suspicious as well from the very beginning. You know, and shout out to TMZ for being piece of crap liars that nobody ever forces to take accountability for what they do, because from the very beginning they were speaking up for this little weirdo. Also, Texas affiliated, Texas connected, though he was born in New York, he grew up in the Houston area. Texas
Hmm.
tag, Texas
Hmm.
registration
You're right.
on the Tesla that girl passed away in. And to the Rivas Hernandez family, you forever have our condolences where this little girl is concerned. She didn't even make it to 15.
Mm-mm.
Did she make it to 14? Was she 14 when she passed? I think she was
I'm gonna
14.
I'm gonna actually pull up. I'm gonna pull up something because
She was 14. She hadn't made it to her 15th birthday yet.
there's a
It's about 6 years older than her, 6, 7.
yeah. So the new developments with this case, the LA County Medical Examiner workers, there's a probe going on after leaks of Celeste Rivas Hernandez's autopsy, or just reports within the coroner's office were leaked out. Employees they're being interviewed right now over allegations they viewed the medical examiner's investigation files without permission, following media reports that included grisly details from the case. It's about a dozen employees at the LA County Medical Examiner's Department, and including some of the investigators and office staff. They've been ordered and questioned about whether they viewed law enforcement investigation files without specific authorization. And the orders were issued after some media reports included like graphic details of the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And yeah, 14 years old. This is the young girl who D4VD is accused of unaliving. And they did all this before the autopsy file was made public.
What's crazy is his legal team, his super legal team, has been pushing this back and pushing this back and pushing the hearings back and going from preliminary to preliminary. The DA has made it very clear that they are ready to move forward. Mm. The simple fact That they leak this out before they've done jury selection goes to let me know that someone working with the defense is pulling strings because this was done to poison the jury pool or to at least
Could
give the defense the ability to say that this would poison the jury pool.
it could be. It also could be a way
And this is all
for
this is just my opinion.
yeah, me and mine's as well, alleged. You know what I'm saying? I think someone within the LA County Medical Examiners Department, the coroner's department, right?
Hmm.
You know how these organizations work and how they have people embedded within certain organizations. Like let's talk back to the TMZ connection. TMZ is connected. They have all kind of law enforcement people that talk to TMZ around the country. Sheriffs,
Indeed.
law enforcement, all that goes on. I
Do
don't
you
put
remember?
nothing past.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, do you remember while you're saying that, it made me think the press conference when they kept talking about, oh, the coroner's office and the DA's office and the police, we are all in lockstep. And da da
Yeah,
da da da. Remember that?
yeah, 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 yeah.
The leaking
So
of
they
this says different.
exactly because I'm under the impression, and like I said, this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
There, because if you look deeper into this whole case, there's some people that don't want to be attached to it, that is attached to it, but no one's saying nothing about it, etc. I'm gonna keep that, close to the chest, and I can point fingers, and I can, we pulled up. Y'all look at this channel. We pulled up on that house, and right before it got raided and stuff like that. So, or a little bit after, I believe. Yeah, a little bit after and before.
Well,
But long
no,
story short,
when they pulled up on the house, but we got there after they pulled up on the house and they made it public, but before they did the official search of the property, when
right?
they found the incinerator, the animal
Yeah, yeah,
incinerator, and the other things, and then came in Stephen Fisher, the
right.
investigator, who came back and said how what a shoddy job the cops did and how there was so much information that they missed. And you realize they put a gag order on him completely
Oh yeah, yeah.
after he came
There.
forward and made all kinds of misassumptions, because remember the last time she was seen alive was in January, and then he said July, but turns out she passed away in April.
April,
Like
right?
it's a lot of stuff going on. And
But Jack, the point I was trying to make is, I believe someone wanted particular information on what was going on, what was found on the body, I believe someone wanted to get some information, maybe on some CYA. And if y'all don't know what CYA is, just Google it.
cover your tookies, your Atticus. I think they're trying to find a way to screw up this trial. I knew they were going to try something too, Mary, because convicting this boy, I think, is opening up Pandora's box, because I do believe this boy is tied to some kind of child or human transporting effort,
Yeah,
in my opinion. And I think they're willing to do and say whatever they have to do to not put him into a position where snitching on some other people
he gets to talking.
would look
I
good.
wouldn't put it past him getting to talking. He's probably already talking.
TMZ was running interference for him from the very beginning. If you guys go back on this channel and look at the initial conversations we were having on this channel about this case, I went and pulled up the shorts that were pulled up declaring David's innocence before she was even identified as a female. Like she was found, Charlie Kirk happened, and right there in that moment before they were able to determine that she was female, and they started talking about the tattoos, the matching tattoos that she had as they were opening up Pandora's box into the world of Fortnite and Discord and online gaming, G rooming. There were already shorts here on YouTube saying David is innocent and David was this. And David didn't have anything to do with it because it was a copycat. Because somebody else was found in the trunk of a car. And it was another woman. And whoop de whoop. They were doing that from jump. David was innocent. There's no way he could have done it because he was on tour and he was this and he was that. We've been talking about this from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And how interesting is it? And oddly enough, that other case with the Latino woman who was much older than Celeste is now coming up in the news now.
Yeah, there was that. So right after, or was it
That wild?
before? No, it was right after. It was right after they
Right after.
found, right after they found Celeste's body in a trunk.
Yeah.
They found another body burned in a trunk, left in a trunk. It was, and it comes to find out there was this lady. I believe she was a co-owner, well, the co-owner of a taco stand worker.
Yeah.
She was the worker was found unalive, burnt, left in a car, and yeah, there was this whole unalivement for hire. Let me just say it like that. Rico's Tacos, the co-owner Rico Tacos, Naomi. They were charged with the unalivement of the body that was found in that one. Yeah, it's wild.
And guess what? All three of their lawyers said they didn't do it. Like everybody's got a Shaggy record. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Everybody. But it's no, I mean it's kind of wild because TMZ was just being so flippant about, oh yeah, no, David didn't have anything. Yeah, no, it's just an odd coincidence that he put her in his song. It's just an odd coincidence. It's an odd coincidence that he went out on tour and had a casket.
Yeah.
In the entrance, and he was doing a funeral on the first days of his tour in San Francisco. Like it's the way they try to insult our intelligence now. It's bizarre. I'm just trying to figure out if the reason why they're doing this is because they don't know how to get around all of that, child corn they found.
Yeah.
Allegedly videos of Celeste and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. Oh, by the way, whoever this is, let me get you up out of here.
Oh, hold on. I'm
I
slipping.
got it. Somebody with a strange name that starts with an A. They banned. So it's funny they showed up the second we started talking about David. Guess you were a fan. You should really improve your taste in music. Anyone who was listening to his stuff and liking it and enjoying it needs like therapy ASAP.
Yeah.
There is nothing romantic about HOMocide.
Necromancy
is not sexy. Hey, Spash. Yeah, this whole scenario, it's really bizarre. And so you got this going on, you got that going on. And yes, Barbie, all of his videos were extremely demonic. Extremely. And it's wild because while we're sitting here talking about these cases, and this is the thing that, um, and I can't wait till we're able to properly create this conversation. But there is a young woman named Brandielle Anderson, Orleans Parish, Louisiana. She went by the nickname Blue. We started talking about her situation with you guys like 3 weeks or so ago, almost a
Mm-hmm.
month. And still, it's getting no real publicity. And that's why I found it interesting, like to hear Don Lemon talk about, oh, we bring this case to you for this, and we bring this case to you for that. But Brandielle's case is almost as curious as Nolan's. But her case was just finally, it was just declared a homicide. Brandielle Anderson, also known as Blue, her demise has finally been deemed an homicide. Now, she passed away around the same time that Ashley Janae did. She's in Louisiana. She's in the South. She showed up unalive, being pulled out of a car in a shallow body of water. And like Nolan, she was also a strong swimmer. And she was left behind while the other person that was with her got away. Now, this is the issue that I have with the media. This is the issue that I have with so called investigative reporters and journalists. This is the issue that I have with media in the United States altogether. You'll have some cases that get all of the attention because one or two, high profile people attach themselves to it. And then you'll have other cases where there are high profile people attached to it that completely get overlooked. Yes, Blue is also someone's child. We're not letting this go.
Nope, not at all.
And I think we need to dig into it a lot deeper right now because this is another girl. This is a female who was spending time with a quote unquote celebrity. And that celebrity was the last person to see her alive and left her to die alone in a shallow bed of water in a car. Ashley Janae, in my opinion, I wouldn't call her a celebrity and I wouldn't call her famous. She had some attachments to some celebrity personalities, but she was just a social media influencer. And her case got national coverage. It was covered by TMZ. Now we have cases like Carmelo Anthony and now Nolan Wells. There are no celebrities attached to this case other than the celebrities that are attaching themselves to it. So why isn't Brandielle's case being taken more seriously by the media? Because Chop a young city from making the band who was a Diddy supporter and who has been arrested on numerous occasions for human transporting, is attached to this case. He is the last person to see her alive. Why is nobody talking about this? This is a crime that happened in the South at this point, at this time, and no one is talking about it. We at Chopper Young City sitting everywhere from Vlad to Cam Capone to real life productions on the blue couch, advocating for the diddler and sitting there talking about how he supported him because he had been falsely accused. And now he pops up with a young woman, and he was the last person to see her alive. And it was finally, it was finally given a proper outcome. HOMicide. I don't know. What do you think, Odell?
No, we definitely need to look deeper into this case. I'm just done with the quote unquote celebrities just kind of getting off on a lot of things just because of their name, and they have they have a little bit of money and they have the right attorneys and connections to get off on certain stuff. But it's interesting because the mainstream media, like you said, they're not talking about nothing.
Not at all.
They're not talking about
And
anything
it's
in
just
relation
funny
to this
because
case.
Don Lemon is from New Orleans. He's so invested in Nolan Wells' case over there in Mississippi, but I haven't heard him say not one thing about Brandy L. Anderson, who passed away in a shallow bayou and was left by a celebrity connected to Diddy. I want y'all to do me a favor. When you get a chance, go on over there to Don Lemon Show and just drop a comment and say, what about Brandy L. Anderson? That's all I ask.
Hmm.
We're going to start tapping people on the shoulder. Why is everyone avoiding Brandy's situation? Why is everyone avoiding her case? Like these people, they love it when there's a celebrity attached to a case like this. They talk about it all the time. Why aren't they? Before we leave here today and finish our conversation, I want everybody, please type that name in the chat. Why is everyone talking about all of these other terrible circumstances and nobody's talking about this young woman? Why is everyone avoiding the conversation about Brandy L. Anderson? Why?
Well, if that's one thing we're going to do, we're going to highlight that case and bring a little light tragic.
There we go, Cat. There we go. What about Brandy L. Anderson? We got to do better. I'm sorry.
Is that same weirdo? Do we need to block?
Apparently, they made another account just to come right back.
Weirdos. I got them.
Well, I'm sure Don Lemon is taking somebody's money after the way. He needs it with that case that he's got going on. You know, the Don Lemon show can only do but so much. We need to get into this conversation about Brandy L. We do.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, we will be we
yeah. We're
will
gonna.
be
Yeah,
most definitely staying up on this while everyone is talking about all of these other things. We're making it our business to make sure that this young woman's name stays a part of the conversation. And we're going to start asking other media outlets to have this conversation as well, or start holding them accountable. I think this platform we've gotten big enough to be able to do that now.
yeah.
We have a decent membership size. If we can get all of our members to start creating a little hell right along with us, we need more people talking about this young woman.
Yeah.
We do.
No,
Oh,
we're gonna do
one,
it.
I'm not worried about no three-letter organizations that have to hire addicts and weirdos to try to take down good people doing nothing but telling the truth, standing for something real.
Which we're gonna get into soon. We're gonna get into that because there's a whole lot going on there.
Whole lot going on. Whole lot going on. So, well, we've had some healthy conversation today about a few things. It's been an interesting weekend wrap up. There are conversations that we are avoiding intentionally.
Well, you already brought up something, and I thought we were not gonna speak on, but
Oh,
I
you
I
want to talk
I have
about
no problem.
what you
I have
talk?
no problem with the situation here. I have no problem speaking on it if you want to talk about it. It's
I mean, it. Go ahead, you go first.
hmm, okay. Well, just so y'all know, again, this is the Jaguar Wright effect and the Jaguar Wright show, and we normally just kind of go over a few topics for the most part that we just want y'all to kind of be aware of certain things that they're pushing out there on the media. I mean, on the public with the media, right? Now, I didn't even know. I was not aware. I guess Tiffany Haddish took over the Jimmy Kimmel show. I guess Jimmy Kimmel, he's on vacation. I don't know,
Hmm.
but supposedly someone in the White House said, I guess it was the White House media spokesperson, I believe they said they do not know who Tiffany Haddish is. Tiffany Haddish reacts to White House shading her over Jimmy Kimmel Live joke.
Ah,
So Tiffany Haddish she was sharing her thoughts on the White House's statement after one of her Jimmy Kimmel Live jokes. The actress recently joked that everything Donald Trump touches dies, which
mm,
drew a response from a White House spokesperson. So yeah, I guess she's guest
So what's she trying to say?
hosting.
Melania's dead?
She said any. She said anything that Trump touches dies, and it's
Melania's
because
still
of the.
kicking?
Well, she said it because of the FIFA, the what's going on with the soccer, everything going on with soccer right now. I guess now.
And thank God the United States lost. Thank God.
I mean, yeah,
Because
football
it
is
was
one thing.
no, it was
Football made.
starting to yeah, but no, but it was starting to look like the United States was trying to steal it.
Hey, like I said, we can have football americano. That's fine. That's fine. But regular football for the rest of the world, let them have that. So yeah, the U.S. They
No,
lost to who? Who did they lose to?
I don't know. I stopped watching after Congo lost. I had a vested interest in watching what happened with Congo, but they did great.
Yeah.
You know, um, I don't watch United States football teams, and when I say football teams, I actually mean what we call soccer here. I don't know why we call it soccer, and I don't know why we call football football. It should actually be called handball because you use your hands to play it,
Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
or it should be called run ball because you run with the ball when you play it. But in what we call soccer, you actually are only allowed to use your feet. So football is appropriate. Like America, there's something wrong with us over here.
Well, peep the
There's something
game.
really wrong with us.
Peep the game. No pun
Salute
intended.
to Manchester United, one of my favorite football teams.
Yeah, I don't do football. But yeah, Tiffany Haddish teased when her said everything Trump touches dies. This is in response to the U.S. being eliminated in the World Cup after the president called FIFA and asked it to review a red card given to player
Mm.
Balogun ahead of the
Yeah, the red card. Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
see. Like
a
I said, I don't know.
thing. No, that was a big thing. The red card was a big thing. And honestly, when they pulled the red card back and let them continue to go on and play, I said, oh, I don't know if I like this. Is America cheating? I mean, let's just be clear. I think we'd be fools to not acknowledge the fact that most American sports are choreographed. Most of our
Oh yeah,
sporting events are fixed, they're
yeah,
rigged.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
None of it
yeah.
is
That's
real.
yeah, and nobody
It's
can
all
do anything.
business.
It's like WWE. It's like WWF back in the day. So
Which
yeah,
is
I don't
kinda
know.
crazy because when they started not allowing, like, the top refs in the game access into the United States, I'm like, "Oh, y'all trying to mess this up.
It was an intentional.
Y'all trying to run away with it
It
because 'cause
was an
y'all coulda let
intentional
these
thing.
refs in." Yeah. Like, there's been a lot of stuff, I mean, but in my opinion, this whole thing, the one thing that it has been for the United States is an unbelievable money grab.
Well, yeah, they made billions of dollars in LA alone, and I'm sure the rest of the world and other countries, other cities in this country made a lot of money. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was a money
It's a
thing.
money grab.
Yeah.
I don't think the United States, I don't think anybody should be like coming here to do anything. Like,
Hmm.
I, I don't know. To me, I think bringing it here really cheapened it. Like when I saw all of the politics that went around it, the
Hmm.
way foreigners were treated, just getting here to be able to play. Um, when you're a hosting country, you should be making your guests feel welcomed. And instead, most of them were treated like illegal immigrants, um, worrying about whether or not they were going to be accosted by ICE.
Yes,
Like
ridiculous.
it was too much. It was too much. in my
What is
opinion. I think it was really sad. And the thing is her saying what she had to say. First things first, let's be clear. Jimmy Kimball show already ran into hell and hot water speaking about Trump, and his show was taken off the air. So her coming on that and doing that there, like it was a clout chase. It was a clout chase. It was unnecessary trouble. That's first things first. And salute to Chelsea Handler and their agent that no doubtedly got her this gig, because they've been doing everything that they can do to try to resuscitate her very dead image in pop culture media at large. She needs to be grateful that the White House does not know who she is,
Hmm.
because if they had known her like they know Candace Owens, they might have pulled up her DUI record,
Ooh.
all of her DUI record, and Trump could have posted that all over Truth Social. By the way, if there's any Trumpers here in the building, maybe y'all want to tell Laura Loomer over there on X to let the White House know, since they don't know who she is, that she's about to go to court for a DUI in Georgia. She's scheduled to go next month.
Oh, and don't tell them about the Ari Spears case along with her too.
For the
Don't
drinking?
let them know that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the child PDF a thing that might make them give her a pass, like they've done with the Epstein files.
They might invite her to the club. You're right.
Everybody can get it over here.
Exactly. Yep. Now,
No,
peep
but you
this.
know
This
they
is
don't
what
like
happened.
nobody looking like no drunk, because you see how they cleaned up Cash Patel after he got caught at his kegger.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she'll fit right on in. In fact, shoot, Disney,
She should be
ABC.
glad. She should be glad that don't nobody at the White House know that, because they could have just tweeted all of that, and then they could have called down there to the judge and said, hey, lock this bitch up. Be glad that they don't know you. I wouldn't be offended by that if I was her. I would take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and say, thank God. Did you see the way they did Candace? They got a picture of her when she was on her deathbed, riddled with mold, and posted that all over the place. Imagine what they would do with your criminal record.
Oh man, that would have been
for all Trump, of the things that you've actually done.
If Trump would have gotten, but no, she dogged out Trump. She called him and she said something about, with the whole thing, everything he touches dies.
Care.
And then she said,
they don't care. She said, they don't care.
She said, which is why I guess his little tiny hands are all effed up. And they showed a picture of his, hands, and it's all bruised up or whatever. And then she said,
his tiny hands. He don't have tiny hands.
Well, listen,
Harvey, her friend Harvey Leviathan, he has tiny hands.
Well, I'm trying to get to the punchline. Peep the game. Mm-hmm. She went ahead and said, or maybe it's from grabbing Nicki Minaj's barbs by the P word, right?
By the coochie.
That's what she said. And then they showed a picture of Trump with Nicki Minaj.
Could it be any worse than the way you was gripping that little boy's buttocks while you were taking him to be filmed nude?
Ooh. Well, the White House, they asked.
Could it be any worse?
The White House was asked for a comment on Haddish's remarks. David Engel, that's the guy, the spokesperson for the White House, said, "Who the hell is Tiffany Haddish?"
You know what? And of course, did he say something on X? Maybe I should go over there and I should introduce him.
No, they said it in a press conference, but she came out and was unhappy, and she was like, "Who am I? I'm the bitch you walk past to get to your coach seat, mother effer." So she just went off on her whole little tangent about
nobody cares.
Nobody knowing her.
And guess what? how people know you ain't so great. You're a middle-aged swimsuit victim.
Ooh, she ready.
We wasn't. We weren't ready to see her prancing up and down there. And it's sad because they had her prancing up and down there with Lizzo. And if anybody should have been offended in that moment, it should have been Lizzo. Because they put Lizzo's whale hoe ass out there to make her look better than she actually did. But hey, have fun your next trip to Israel.
Go on.
L'chaim.
Yeah.
You know, Chelsea Handler got her into the right synagogue. Got her dancing with young men at the bat mitzvah. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance. It was definitely a better chance than you gave that girl after you asked her to gag on film on a sandwich. Like you gagged on a grapefruit in a movie. I gave you a better chance than you gave that young boy when he was 7 years old a chance to be naked with Aries Spears sitting there scissoring up his legs while he's sitting there looking at his little testes. I gave you a chance. You ought to be glad that the White House don't know who you are. Girls trip for a bunch of middle-aged whores. A girls trip. Where are the girls? All y'all bitches is too old to be called girls. A bunch of chicks on AARP or about to be on deck. Very long in the tooth. Talking about girls? Where the girls? Girls trip implies youth. Where's the youth? And overdosing on peptides, Botox, and adrenaline chrome don't bring the girlish thing to play. Just the witchcraft involved in convincing people that you don't smell like a nursing home.
Damn.
Have you looked at Chelsea Handler? She looks like Night at the Museum. But at what's the famous wax museum place in London?
Oh, Madam, what is that? No,
Madame Tussauds.
That's in Hollywood too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Chelsea looked like.
Yeah.
The Night at the Museum version. She gets animated and she comes out. Yes, I love black cock. I love black cock. I delete all of my babies. Ha! Look at my fake tits. I'm 80 years old and I still get popped in my eye. What a role model. What a role model.
Well,
I'd have more respect for you if you was running around with Vanessa Del Rio.
hmm.
Like, I gave her a chance, y'all.
She did. You did. You did.
I tried to hear her out. I tried to see if she was willing to tell the truth, and the truth is the only thing that she did do was try to sell me out.
Mm.
I guess she was really upset when I told her I'd pass on going to see all of them sweaty balls. Ugh. Anyway, abhorrent.
Abhorrent. Abhorrent. Abhorrent.
I love it. I
Abhorrent.
love it. Yeah, I love
Abhorrent.
it.
That's funny. I was gonna say let's talk about this, but in all honesty, this is Akadidi, and I'm gonna stop calling him Akadidi. But he did.
Why?
We did see that he tried to groom a 15-year-old boy. That was weird. But sitting down with uh Charlotte Fraud told me a lot. Well,
Do you know the biggest problem that I have with this image right here? This damn near the same layout that the Jigga Man did with that little kid for G.
no, with the little, yeah.
Like, really? Is there nothing that y'all won't clout chase? Because I bet you this was all Leonard's idea. Ain't that what they
Well,
call him in the backdrop? The Lenny?
the Lenny,
Yeah.
is that what they did it? They did it at Wow, I didn't know that.
What?
You said the Lenny. Oh, you talking about Leonard? I thought you were talking about Zeus. My bad.
Yeah,
Um,
no, not Lemmy. Lenny.
Lemmy. I
That's what
thought
they
it was
call him,
Lenny.
Lenny. That's what they calling
Lenny.
him. Who is this guy? That's Leonard, Charlotte Fraud, and Livingston
Allen
Akadidi.
Livingston Allen Livingston Akadidi. Well, it seems as if he's being, but
Salute
this
to
could be
Humble
orchestrated too.
Waters.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Humble Waters. Yeah, please, plastic collection plate. We appreciate y'all. Maybe we'll drop the link if you want, Jag. But what I
We
was gonna
can.
say is we'll drop the link because I think this is gonna be the final one. Oh, and I got something else. I'm gonna pull up something later with the big homie Lonzo. Y'all go check out, NWA Not Without Alonzo. Check out his channel on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
My OG. He's always got interesting interviews. I gotta catch up with him because he got something going on with the Compton Chamber of Commerce. And there's a
Oh,
video I'm gonna show you with him and with Albie Shore. It's not
well, it's
recent,
about.
but
Oh, cool. It's about
yeah, yeah,
time. This year, last year.
yeah. No, we got to do a lot. We got to do a lot more. Yeah, because we were sitting with him. He's got a lot of stuff coming, so I'm gonna tap in with him. That's all. But before we get there and before I drop the link, I basically was just saying with this whole interview with Charlamagne and Akademiks to where they had to sit down. I guess they had to discuss their issues that they've had
Mm-hmm.
as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Charlamagne is pretty much, Team Rock Nation, and Charlamagne has been trying to essentially get Akademiks on their side.
Mm-hmm.
And Akademiks is, I mean, he's a loyal Drake. Drake put a chain on him, as you stated before. And
Well, I was gonna say they got a chain for him
do they got a
because a
Rock Nation
chain
chain
and
for him? I
dinner,
don't know.
a chain and dinner usually does the trick.
Right, like Daphne Joy.
Well, that's a pearl
Um,
necklace. I don't think that's
That, that
quite the
that's how
same.
that's why I was trying
Yeah.
to get to that almost not a chain like that, but it's definitely a necklace. Um, so yeah, so it looks as if academics being the independent, like, because basically look at how everybody has came up. But now when I look at everyone who came up in this current hip hop media sphere, let's talk about the Joe Buttons. Let's talk about academics. Let's talk about
Let's talk about
Charlamagne.
Lauren LaRosa
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Listen, that's what I'm going to get to,
sitting
because
over
they
there
mentioned,
at Yankee Stadium in the nosebleed, having conniptions and creaming down her thighs.
yeah, but
She better not let Beyonce Giselle see her in action. She, yeah, ring the alarm! I'ma ring the alarm.
no, it's going to be slow down. What's that one joint she got? The where she's imitating the never mind, I'm gonna go there.
Bow down, bitches! Bow down, bitches!
So Charlamagne actually like name dropped or kind of low key snitched on Lauren LaRosa in this conversation. You remember when
TMZ girl.
the TMZ girl? Yeah. See, behind the scenes, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of other moving parts that we pay attention to. I don't think a lot of people really peep, but it makes sense to us, and we say, "Oh, okay, we see why this and that." And Lauren LaRosa went on over to the Breakfast Club, and yeah, like a lot of stuff makes sense. A lot of stuff just makes sense now. And then basically, Rock Nation,
the way
they put her there. Yeah.
For Rock Nation,
Mm-hmm.
so that they would have a constant pipeline and mouthpiece running that information from desk to desk.
Yep. You and pay attention to who's connected to who. Harvey Levin or Harvey Little Hands, and then we got Jigga because he's connected to Charla. Charla's cousin, first cousin, is signed to Beyonce and Jay-Z's, little management, little situation. And then let's put the puzzle together.
All intertwined.
Yeah. I'm glad you did it like that, because we're gonna put the puzzle together. Now, who does Jay-Z and Harvey Levin have in common?
Alex Spiro?
That and Epstein.
That too.
So do y'all see where this is going, and kind of why? This is why I'm looking at act like, oh, okay, I see. He wasn't in the club. Let me just say it like this. Maybe I'll be telling on myself to a degree.
I told you, 5 fingers make a fist.
There you go. In this industry. And you got to be in certain clubs in order to receive certain benefits.
I think, personally, little Charlotte Fraud, after he got a taste of what the Jigga Man could do to him when he was in Philly at the Beat, and how he made him lose his job before he was able to get comfortable in that house in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot you had moved to Cherry Hill, Charlotte Fraud. I had totally forgot that, because they was talking about your ass at Redstone.
Were they talking about him and Kev, allegedly?
They was talking about him and them prosties.
Oh, damn. I didn't know about that. Okay. Interesting.
From Camden.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. I mean, I heard some stuff about
that boy with them bad teeth. Probably work with his mama down there on the Admiral Wilson Boulevard.
The Mouth. That was his mama's code name too. The Mouth.
I hope she had them teeth.
Ooh, man,
because she never stayed out of small claims court.
God.
Woo. Woo. Lord. Lord.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Um. So look,
Yana, Yana, she took my nuts. I told her they was salty.
she over there giving dudes vasectomies,
Same shit.
circumcisions.
Mouth's dead.
She giving circumcisions. What it was just.
She
I
should
take
have
care of you.
when that thing came out. Ugh.
But no, yeah. So essentially, this conversation just made me and I'm not gonna feed into it because I get it. It was all a publicity thing now, but it made me realize that Act wasn't in the club, and I don't think he still is. But maybe they're trying to work him into the club.
He's got a billionaire boyfriend.
Who?
Drake. Drizzy.
Oh yeah. He is okay.
And guess what? Drizzy pays. Rock Nation, they threaten to pay. Y'all gonna have to do more than a sit down with Charlotte Fraud. And I'm just trying to figure out how Charlotte Fraud is sitting there committing FCC violations. Everybody see it, hear it, know about it, and he's not getting handled up on.
Well, in his interview, he admitted, he's like, well, technically, I didn't do anything wrong. You get what I'm saying? Because
How?
that's what he says. That's what he said.
Technically, he didn't do anything wrong. How didn't he do anything wrong?
Because he said the casino, once it was approved, and if he would have advocated or campaigned for it, then he, without admitting it, without admitting that he wasn't had a vested interest in it, then he would be in trouble. That's what he says.
Wow. Yeah, they all fed up. They all fed up. Because basically what he said was, I ain't getting in trouble for nothing that I do no matter what. So
Right, exactly.
I'm down. Bruh. Like, when I think about everything that I walked away from, when I think about how close I was to all of that and how far I am away from all of it now, and I think about the harm and the danger and everything that happened and where I sit now, and knowing that I have a forever tag on my back, and knowing that they're going to do whatever they have to do to try to destroy me or make me look crazy or discredit me in any way. Like, I got all of that. And it sucks. But you know what? Being a bought and paid for hoe for these people, it don't feel no better. The difference between that suck and this suck
Mm-hmm.
is that I'm free.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm doing it because I'm motivated to do it. Or because I should say God is leading me to do it. Not because I'm doing it for these weirdos. Like, I mean, Charlotte Fraud is Charlotte Fraud. And he's a little old thing. He's a little old guy. You know, he had to take it from a woman to get her to marry him.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
you know, plastic surgery,
New
puffing
face.
the acne cream. Like, he's probably on Botox too. He's probably got some fillers.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad that I cammed up like this today. This is me. industry free. You know, salute to all of the women who, put a lot of time and care into their appearances. Salute to you. But no disrespect, if it ever gets to the point where I have to spend as much time as a transgender woman to look like a woman, I might as well hang it up.
Damn. Damn.
Like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be scratching on 50's door and still look like this. And I'm grateful
Yeah.
that I can still sing,
Yeah.
even though I'm not, doing it for any of these people anymore. Somebody left a comment earlier talking about, why don't I use my talent to earn money? What are you talking about? I've earned so much with my talent, and guess what? They stole from me, they robbed from me, and they use it to hurt people. The money that they made off of me. Now, I use my talents in other ways. And guess what? My ability to communicate and to speak to the world, guess what? That's a talent too. That's one of my talents. This is me using my talent of connection and communication.
It is. It is.
What? So because I don't want to run around in a bedazzled onesie with a bunch of goop all over my face like a drag queen?
I mean, people got things twisted.
Like,
They want to
bruh.
put you in a box. Like they think that's all that you are. Like all you can do is sing. You're more to that than you're more than just a voice.
Bruh, like, you know what I wonder about sometimes? How much of the money that they made off of my work took someone away from their family and sold them off into slavery? Physically, literally. How much of the money that they grossed in revenue off of my ability, off of my gift, did they use to get somebody addicted to pharmaceuticals who ended up dying? How much of the money that they made off of me kept the booze pouring down somebody's throat so that they could be inebriated enough to let a bunch of strangers do all kinds of things to them and be filmed, and they not even know it happened? Like, how much of the money that they made off of me destroyed someone else? How don't y'all think that? Like how don't y'all like all of those people that went to Yankee Stadium and sat there and looked at that little girl pretend to play the piano? Like, y'all do the make-believe stuff so bad. Like, it trips me out. Like, he literally showed you that all he has to do is pull that little girl and pull that tired-ass woman up on stage. And y'all forget about the fact that the people that are really running it are allegedly still trafficking very dangerous stuff. And they're using your money to commingle their dirty money and wash it all. How much of that money that y'all idiots that went to this stuff this weekend. How much of that is entangled in the Fetty Wap stuff?
Mm.
How much of that is entangled in moving around a crate of breathing human beings? Because these are people, and I don't have to say allegedly for this part, that have affiliated with and still have connection to cartels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how don't y'all see what you're investing in? Yeah, I saw Nas there. God bless his soul. Every time I hear people praise him, I'm like, I don't know if y'all that ain't the Nas I remember. Ain't the Nas I remember at all. How many interviews does Nas do?
He rarely interviews. Rarely.
He interviews even less than Beyonce, and guess what? She don't interview at all. Wonder why. Y'all might want to listen to his ex-wife a little bit closer. Like, I don't think, of course Nas sold out. He was scared out of his damn mind. Nas wasn't no thug and no gangster. He was a lyricist. And he was a bright boy that came from a very, very, very talented family.
Our version of, or not our version, but Rakim, like the he comes from the lineage of, the Rakim. Not saying that Rakim brought him on, but you know what I'm saying. He was that.
Yeah, he came up under that when lyricism mattered.
Right. Not this fake gangsterism.
I keep trying to tell y'all, if they in the system, they in the system. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they say. If they in the system, then they in the system.
It is what it is.
When I started calling what was going on here, the shenanigans that was going on here, the YouTube Hunger Games, I came up with that. And the reason why I came up with that was because I was looking and I was watching how YouTube was operating. It was so much like the Hunger Games, the different sectors, the desperation for winning, the need to win to survive. All of the downtrodden people that had no choice in life, or at least left themselves with no choices in life.
I mean, you called it.
That's why I called it the YouTube Hunger Games. That's why I named it that. And that's why I called myself the Mockingjay, because no different than any other thing. I was fighting within this system just like I fight within the system. Like, that was a thing that I came up with. And then people decided to take that and turn it into, oh yeah, like they were competing with me. And I kept trying to tell them, y'all not competing with me. Y'all competing amongst yourselves. I'm documenting everything that you're doing. We all got to be a little bit more responsible, for real. Like, with what we do with our time, with what we do with our money, with what we do with our words. It's part of the reason why we do these weekend wrap-ups. We do them because we just want to remind everybody what this is all about and what's actually happening. Listen to me. I've watched them. I'm watching them. They're all emerging because all of their little foolishness and shenanigans, they're all dying. They have to merge. They're literally creating these grandiose fake plans. You got some people that are literally sitting in discords watching video after video after video and orchestrating all of this stuff. Can you imagine spending 16 to 19 hours of your day online, figuring out how to fake engagement, figuring out how to fake beef, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, watching whose channels thriving, whose channels dying, and then having secret meetings? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how pointless of a life you must have? 40 some odd, 50 some odd, 60 some odd year old people sitting in discords, watching people's videos, and then picking timestamps and reporting and lying and reporting and lying just for engagement. I see the sector precinct. I see the substation. I see y'all.
Well, good luck to them, because I was saying less than 6 months they're gonna have to wrap that thing up.
They better watch that Sweet Pea video.
Especially when you get federal investigators looking into, particular people's, the way they get money, the way, you can hide your identity, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing.
I tell you what I know. Having a monetized channel and lying about your identity is wire fraud.
That part.
That's wire fraud.
And when you already got a civil case with your name on it, with your real name on it,
you got 4 or 5 monetized channels, and you got fake names on all of them. That's wire fraud. Maybe somebody should call the IRS.
That's already been done, along with the other letter alphabet people that are already on it. That's already done. Yeah. People, you can't run.
People be thinking they so smart. They be thinking they so smart. People be making up all kinds of stories. I only came on here to help my friend and promote my 3 channels while I'm still collecting food stamps and sitting on government assistance and not reporting any of the money, while I'm suing people for thousands of dollars and I expect to get paid and not reporting a damn dime. Interesting.
Well,
I mean, hey,
well,
people love playing. They love playing with these authorities. They love playing with all this stuff. Like, man, I find this so interesting because people be spending a whole lot of time pocket watching us and trying to find a way to figure out how we earn, how we live, who pays what pays who popped Johnny got popped in the parking lot and all of that. Like, y'all spend a lot of time worrying about a lot of things. You should be worried about yourselves. But I keep forgetting y'all work for the y'all work for law enforcement, so y'all ain't gonna get in trouble. Y'all like Charlotte fraud. Y'all can just do whatever y'all want to do, right? Does your help go up that high? Boy, that Sweet Pea was something else. Can somebody please? I know y'all gonna drag me and I know y'all gonna make fun of me, but I don't even care. Please send me some money. I need to take a shower. I'm waiting to get into a shelter. What's that old Rolling Stones record? Give me shelter. It's just a shot away. It's just a shot away. Salute to Linda Creed, another Philly girl. Y'all better give me shelter. Lord, I dedicate that song to you today. Sweet Pea, wherever you at, play that record. Get you some relief. And I'm sorry for you. I feel bad for you, I do. But you know what? Karma's a bitch. Y'all sit online, lying, grifting, stealing, frauding, doing all kinds of things. It's gonna get you.
That's what they do. That's just what they do.
It's gonna get you.
That is what they do.
Everything catches up in time.
In due time, for sure.
Well, what's this? This looks old.
Usher first came through, his mom's gave him to me and Puff and said, look, you know, look out for my boy. You know, I just want him to get some flavor.
Okay.
And we just went from there. And, you know, we just tried to blow him up after that. Okay. They actually wanted to make him a little P. Diddy first.
What?
And then, you know, you can't fool the public, man. You got to just keep it real. So, so we just started to do some things. And at that time, when I was working with Usher, Jodeci was my group. Basically, we started working with Faith Evans. Actually, I wrote this stuff with Faith Evans.
Okay.
Faith Evans was one of my demo singers. Casey and JoJo were my demo singers. Dave Hollister. So all these people came through my camp. And at one time or another, the way I get down is I don't hold on to anybody. What I do is if I see potential, I just want you to blow. Okay. That's where my happiness comes in, seeing cats blow. I carry no hate weight. I carry no holdback weight.
Amen.
Everything has to do with if I'm feeling you and I think you got some potential, I'm grabbing you, cultivate a little bit, and then let the bird free. And then you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't open every door. I can bring you to the door most of the time. Right. But it's all up to you to go ahead and take it to the next level. We just talk about the history because when Usher.
Sorry, I don't know why I was like buffering, but that was I'll Be Sure talking to Lonzo on the Compton. Y'all can go to the IG Compton Entertainment Chamber, Compton ENT Chamber. That's it. It's another part of the interview where I'll Be Sure. Yeah, this is old. I think when Lonzo had his like he had like a cable show.
That was before he got sick.
Yeah.
Definitely before he got sick.
This was a while ago. So yeah. But yeah, shout out to Lonzo and I'll Be Sure. He's got some stuff on it. But no, we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff over there with the Compton the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce. Like that's Lonzo. So you know. Yeah. I think but I like what he was saying. I found it interesting where he said, you know, Usher's mom brought him over and, you know, all that or whatever, you know, and we know how that went, but
yeah, we know how it ended up.
Right.
And people don't realize that it was right around that time when Diddy was working to have I'll Be Sure ostracized from the business, especially from the company altogether, because he's the one that helped Andre build up. He had ownership stake in Uptown.
Yeah.
Diddy was the intern.
Yep. That's it. And that's all I wanted to play. Should we drop the link? And if we drop it, it's only going to be like, hey, if you got a question, you're not going to be hanging on here talking forever. You got a question, ask it and push. Or do you just want to, because we can actually come back on Kick later, because that's what I want people to understand.
Maybe we'll go over to Kick and we'll do a Q&A over there later.
That's what we'll do. So y'all see the address, kick.com, Jaguar Wright. Get on over there. We will likely do a live over there. And if you guys got questions, just come on over and ask. And so
we'll do a Q&A over there.
Get on Kick, kick.com/kick.com/Jaguar Wright.
And salute to Kat. Kat actually gifted memberships over there on Kick. So salute to you, my dear. Love you so much.
Yeah, we made her a mod over there too. So shout out to Kat. So yeah.
Shout out to Kat. So yeah, I think that's it for today. This was the weekend wrap up, guys. We hope that it was informative, entertaining, engaging, and more than that, put you in a mindset to become more active in what's happening out here. And even if you don't have your own organization, or even if you don't have your own company, or even your own platform, you know, this community is available
Yep.
to engage over here. And yeah, can I kick it? Yep. Yep, you can kick it. Yes, you can. But yeah, no, just stick around. That's all
All
I can
right.
say. Stick around, stay tuned, keep your notifications on, and salute.
Yep. That's
Peace.
what we're gonna do.